Yo, what is going on, everybody? This is Scrampunks episode 39. And I am here with the panel that hates Xbox at the moment. Hates Phil Spencer. But we're going to talk about that tonight. Anyway, Snow Bunny, what is going on with you, young lady?
Hi, everybody. Nothing's going on with me. And I don't know what you're talking about. Say I hate Xbox. I just hate that nothing's come out that makes me want to buy an Xbox.
Woo, you tell him, Bunny. Tell that.
Damn it, Snow Bunny. It's been like that the last 3 years.
And I haven't bought one since the beginning of the gen.
Well, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about these other two brothers in here. No, but you know, we all know why. You know, we all know why. But Nethos, hey, what's up, man? I mean, you was gone last week. It's good to have you back, brother.
Man, I'm still fucked up from E3. Like, it's been a week. I'm still reflecting on it. It's still trash. Man, I signed the pony contract. God damn it! They have me over here playing Detroit to be human.
Hey, that was a good game, man.
I felt kind of bad for Nethos because you could just read how he took it hard.
Yeah, you can just go to my Twitter feed and people are asking me, "Are you okay, Nethos?"
Nethos was devastated.
I was just like, I don't know what I could tell you to help you out here, Nethos. I just sent hugs.
It's so hard.
Nethos was devastated. Hey, you know what? I was pretty pissed too, man. But I calmed down. But obviously Nethos didn't. Moss.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Are you gonna take it easy on Phil Spencer tonight, man?
I'm going. You know what, Griggity? For the respect that I have for you, sir, and with the respect that I have for your channel.
No, wait. Nah. Phil ain't my uncle or no shit like that. I don't give a fuck for real.
You know, like Alsace and Nethos' uncle. No, look, man. There's a time and a place for everything. I could bash Xbox all day. They give me enough material. You know what I'm saying? It's the gift that keeps on giving. But I'm not going to do that. We're going to focus on the news. We're going to have great discussions. And then, you know, wherever Phil fuck-ups come up, I'll just focus on them. That's all.
Oh, okay.
But Moss, we also can't crush Nethos any more than he.
No, I know, man. It's so hard.
So we gotta take it easy, okay?
Hey, look. Next Gen 720's been on our case because he wants an apology from me and Nethos, right? So what I advise you do, Nethos, is you do what I did. I wrote an op-ed and shit like I'm writing for the New York Times. I wrote an op-ed and I apologize to Z. So I advise you do the same thing because he keeps bringing it up, brother.
Hey, look. I take after my pops. He ain't getting shit from me.
Exactly. You have to kill me. You're gonna have to kill me for that. Sorry, motherfucker.
Hey man, y'all something else. Oh shit, FC want to link. Let me hit him up. Yeah, man. So it's not a lot to talk about. E3's 2 weeks old now. But I don't know. It's a lot of talk on these Twitter streets about these next gen consoles, man. Yeah. To the point where I'm tired of hearing about the shit. Me personally, I'm tired of hearing about it. Zaire did 5 straight podcasts, like 3 straight saying the PS5 will be more powerful than they had one that said the Xbox will be more powerful. I'm like, man, let's just sit back, chill, and wait until some official news come out about this shit. But what do you think about this, Moss? Are you tired of hearing about this shit right now? Look, the Scarlett is going to be less powerful than the PS5, or if this developer said this and this developer said that, and Albert Pinello said this shit. Are you tired of hearing about this shit, or was it just me?
Well, see, here's the thing. That just if you just focus on what you just said, Albert Pinella, who's talking about these consoles? Albert Pinella, Matt Booty, Phil Spencer, opposed to it just being fanboy fodder that's given by Colin Moriarty. I mean, look, Colin might have an inside track to something, but we all know he's a PlayStation fanboy. All you got to do is listen to that podcast, and if you have any likes towards Xbox, you'll throw up in your mouth, right? But the shit that he spews is absurd, but he might have an inside track. But here's the problem, Griggity, is that it's the big dogs that keep having this shit going. You got Matt Booty that comes out and says, yeah, most definitely, the Xbox is going to be the most powerful. Then you have Albert Pinella that says, you know what? Don't worry about dev kits. Forget about what Marlon, whatever his name is, Colin Moriarty got to say, because you don't go by dev kits. But then you got Phil Spencer talking about, well, I don't know what's going to be the most powerful. I don't know if we're going to be the most powerful because I ain't seen the dev kit. It's like I said before, it's like dealing with the Three Stooges. I don't know who's on first. Or is that Abbott and Costello? I don't know. Whatever the case may be, it's a problem because what we need Microsoft to do and all their affiliates is just shut the fuck up until if you can either talk about something that you're ready to release and give us full details, or shut the fuck up until you're about to release it. Don't keep giving us this double speak. Don't go by dev kits, or I don't have a dev kit to go by, so I can't answer you completely. Just shut up. Don't say nothing about it and let it just be fanboy fodder. But that just could be me, and I could just be the crazy old man shaking his shaking his fist at the window. Goddamn, I can't even talk right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay, man. You're a little bit hyped up, man. It's calm down, man.
Hey, what's good, peoples?
Hey, Noah.
Hello.
Hey,
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
No, it has. I mean, not see, what's your name again, bro?
Bro.
You are 1,000% the old motherfucker.
What's up, my guy? Oh shit, man. Now who the fuck sent Master? Who the fuck sent Master link, man?
Got everybody.
Hey, I just want to throw it out there, man. My birthday is tomorrow.
Happy
We could be 22. We could be 22, man.
Fuck your birthday.
Damn, hey man. Master said, "What's up?" or nothing. He just said, "Fuck your birthday, man."
Look, same thing you said last year.
Who I am, right? Exactly.
What's up?
Keep traditionals.
Fact.
Look,
Leslie,
all y'all motherfuckers need to stop talking about not y'all, but the people on the internet need to stop talking about dev kits and power.
Thank you.
Build a
Thank
PC
you.
and shut the fuck up.
Thank you.
Build
Shit, tell Z that shit, nigga. I do a video every day.
Z, how do you think Crap Gamer got his flow of videos? Z put out a video about anything. His integrity is always in question. He tell y'all this all the damn time.
Yeah, he do. He do.
At least he honest about it.
Yeah, he told me, he said, I'm not shit, and at least I'll let y'all know I ain't shit.
Right.
He said that earlier today.
But he honestly ain't shit. He know that. We know that.
I'm about to keep it a buck, man. The Navi chips don't come out till July, so I don't understand why people think they're dev kits with processors that haven't even been made yet.
Yeah,
Sony and Xbox, Microsoft don't even know what the full specs are at this point. So,
Right.
yeah, because they're working off of PC like. They're working off of computers that are built like the dev kits.
and them shit's probably
the actual dev kits.
Xbox got a 2080 in it. PS5 got a 2080 Ti in a store.
Facts, and neither one of them shits is going to be the thing.
Facts.
Like they gonna have some, like people is tripping too because they think, oh, they saw these Navi and they saw everything come out and put Ryzen, new Ryzen. They're like, yeah, we gonna get the high end one. No, motherfucker, they gonna give y'all the cheapest one possible, and then. Because they have to mass produce this thing. Like, it still has to be somewhat profitable at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, at the beginning, they're going to give up some money. But they're not going to do that shit all generation. They're just not.
And the word hardware accelerated don't really mean anything. That doesn't mean the car will have tensor cores or...
Ray tracing, all that. Y'all don't know what none of that shit mean. It's like when y'all was going... T-flop, 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 T-flop. Like, that doesn't mean anything, bro.
It's all about the console war, man. If it sounds like it's better, we got T-flop.
We got Hey, you see what I put in the DM, right? I posted all those old videos about the Scorpio having Ryzen, the Ryzen chip. See how many people took L's a couple years ago.
It's just silly season to me, but I think the crazy thing about it is, if you notice, you have no PlayStation execs saying anything. They're not saying anything. They put out their shit a few months ago and they left it for us to play with. You got Albert Pinella, you got Matt Booty, now you got Phil Spencer, all contradicting each other. They're making it worse.
They was at E3 talking about that shit though. Albert Pinello is not an Xbox employee anymore.
Yeah,
And like
right.
he was just talking to fans. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But people take it out of context. But either way, both companies like to talk because I mean, you know what I'm saying? That long as they're a trending topic on Twitter or social media, that's always good for the company.
It's not
Yeah,
only
that's
that.
on
Here's
people's
my
mind.
whole thing about it. I'm tired of hearing about power, especially from the Xbox side, because this gen you have the most powerful console out there, and then got shit to show for it.
How dare you, Bunny? That shit.
Yeah, multiplex.
And all the shit they
Why
showed
worry
at
about
E3
multiplex?
could be
Netflix-
played on my goddamn cell phone.
Netflix runs best on Xbox.
Oh, so you're gonna pay all that money just to play a multiplat? Come on now.
I mean, we do play multiplex. Might as well play the best version. Shit.
Right. So
Wow.
build a
The
PC.
console version.
So build a PC. Don't keep doing that shit.
Wow.
I am one of the PC guys who's realistic. I know that there are motherfuckers like Noah and fucking Z who build a PC, got 2080 Ti's, and they will never play a game on that bitch.
Hold on, Mass. I've been thanks to PC Game Pass. I've been on Metro Exodus enjoying 144 frames.
That shit worked for you? I tried to download it. That shit crashed every time I tried to open it.
For some reason, yesterday it crashed on me too, but today it's been running smooth. So it's like hit or miss. And that's what I be telling people about PC, man. It's not like consoles are a lot easier. Like they have it's much more ease of use. Like sometimes, bro, you just I fiddle with this thing for like 45 minutes trying to figure out how to get the sound to come on.
Damn. Yeah, that's some shit I ain't trying to deal with.
I don't be having all them problems, but that's not like PCs are simple as a whole.
Stop lying, man.
Consoles are just easier because you don't have to do anything. If there's a problem with your console, you call tech support. If you build a PC, you are tech support.
Stop lying, man. So you got to sometimes, bro. You got to configure the audio with Windows. Then you got to configure the audio whatever program you're using, and then sometimes it goes by a different name. So you're like USB device 4. What is this? You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, these are my speakers.
That's because you don't know how to set up something. That ain't nothing to do with it. Ain't nothing to do with the PC. That's because your ass.
I want to plug that shit in and have it work.
Right,
I'm simple.
Yeah, me too. I just want to plug it and have it work, man.
That's all I do is I start the game and start playing. Like I adjust the settings so I get higher FPS.
You just said Metro was crashing on you yesterday.
Yeah, that's because Xbox Windows is trash. The Windows Store is trash, and Game Pass is an extension of the Windows Store. It's trash. That's more Windows. That's like if you open up a console game and that shit crashed or it shut down or it's deleting your PlayStation save file. That's not the game. That's the PlayStation.
Yeah, we were talking
it's
about
the
that
same
Windows 10 store though. And they released the Xbox beta app, which is way better than the Windows store normally is. But the thing is, they have a bug right now. You cannot use an external hard drive if you're downloading a third-party game via Game Pass. I figured this shit out. Like I can download Sea of Thieves just fine on my external, but I cannot download like a Metro Exodus.
Enough, we live, bro.
Wait, what?
You just admitted to playing Sea of Thieves. We live.
Oh no! I just added it.
Boot him off.
Like, Sea of Thieves is a first-party game, right? It was letting me download that fine, but Metro Exodus, no.
Nah, just playing.
The fact you play Sea of Thieves means I have to
but I have not
manhood.
booted that shit up on my PC once.
I have to question your manhood. I have to question your integrity. I have to question, like, all of you is now subject to change just because you play Sea of Thieves. I just want you to know that. Anybody, Jay be talking the most cap shit, but he plays Sea of Thieves too. Don't let it get twisted. He hop in our DM and be like, "Hey, anybody want to play Sea of Thieves?" Like he be looking for people. Okay. Kratos be frauding for y'all.
There ain't nothing like this on PlayStation.
Oh man. Sea of Thieves.
Trash.
Yeah, I can't get into it, man. Like I told you guys, I told you guys before, I almost lost a friendship over that shit. I told my friend, hey man, no, I'm talking about last year when it first came out, not now. I was like, hey man, you guys play this pirate game, man. This shit come out next week. Okay, cool. He was like, man, what the fuck, there?
Yo, hold on. Hey Dion, don't you play that fucking No Man's Sky shit in VR mode by yourself?
Oh shit!
Shit.
Straight from Bill's office.
You know you just signed the Switch contract, FC.
Nah, yeah, I'm a copy, but real talk, yo, DR, don't you play fucking No Man's Sky?
Hell no.
Yeah, you do, nigga. You bought the VR version. I saw you. You were there thinking you was in zero G gravity and shit. Fuck out.
No Man's Sky, you done lost your damn mind. I play Elite Dangerous before I play No Man's Sky.
Oh man, I'm about to say you fell off, man. You playing No Man's Sky.
Hell no.
Nigga bought both versions. He bought the VR version and the fucking single player.
I want you to go look up me and No Man's Sky and see the amount of slander that I have put at No Man's Sky, even after they quote unquote fixed it. It is getting the same slander as Sea of Thieves. The same exact slander. I'm consistent. Nothing else. I'm consistent.
Hey, what games were y'all excited for that you seen at E3?
Hey, you know, that's a good question because I was gonna get into that a little bit later. Me is Watch Dogs Legions was my number one game, bro.
Watch Dogs Legions, Ghost Point, Breakpoint, because I fuck with them Ghost Recon games. Cyberpunk again, you know, Cyberpunk is Cyberpunk.
Well, that game looks amazing.
You know, what else? Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. But I just love that game, so I'm gonna play it. What else?
What about the non-mainstream games?
You know what? My friend Pedro is looking fire, bro.
My friend Pedro. I just got that review code. That's good.
That's that 2D game, right?
I'm loaded up right now. That shit about to be so fun, bro.
Oh, hold on. What is
Age of Empires for me, man?
I don't know. I got a review code.
Oh,
But my friend Pedro's not on Game Pass.
No, it's only on PC and the Switch. The Switch.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, that's perfect for the Switch. But by the way, about the Cyberpunk 27, remember when people were trying to spread rumors that was on a PS4 Pro? Yeah. I'm like, how in the hell did you think that was a Pro? That's not even an X, bro.
There was an article that came out that said that
shit comes out next year, though.
They said it was running on the Pro.
No, that shit was running on a high-end PC.
And then the developer came out and said, no, that was a high-end PC.
Like, look at that shit. That ain't no Pro or X.
Like, see.
Oh, shit. Then when I Phil done got him.
You talking all that shit, man.
Phil got him.
Like, CD Projekt is a PC first. They have been. Like, the first two Witcher games weren't on console at all.
Right,
yep,
right.
PC.
Like, they're PC developers. So they go with PC first. They're gonna max that shit out as best they can, and then they will bring it down to y'all level.
He said, y'all level. Listen to this motherfucker.
You know
the controversy Xbox got with the Witcher 3 footage they put on their channel, which was PC footage, 60 frames and shit. Yeah, they got a lot of shit for that one.
Yeah, they did.
Can we do a quick gambit of this before we get too deep in the games? I'm just curious. Who do y'all think won had the best show?
Square Enix.
Oh shit.
Nintendo for me.
It's between
Nintendo.
It's between Ubi and Square.
Who'd you say, man?
It's between Ubisoft and Square. The only thing that made me not like Ubisoft is because they keep doing Just Dance. They keep doing Just
every
Dance.
year. Every year.
That shit pissed me off.
They're making money off it. They're not going to continue to do it.
They released that shit on the Wii, make so much money off it.
Every goddamn time. That shit pissed me off.
Yeah, the only thing that I'm curious about, how is it going to work on the Stadia? It's supposed to release for the Stadia.
Oh, wow.
Just Dance?
Yes.
I don't know. They're gonna use the accelerometer in your phone that don't exist. I don't know.
Moth probably votes for Bethesda because they finally did something with Fallout 76.
Nah, Bethesda was an L&a half. I don't give a damn what M2K say.
That one game looks very interesting though. Like,
look,
I can't think of the name of it, but it's made by the same guy.
Damn, that's so
it was a goddamn mobile conference. I saw what I saw. It was a mobile conference.
You're just slanderous. We got a class action lawsuit against you, man.
It was a look. You know me. Of all the people on this panel, I'm a Bethesda guy. I
not anymore. We kicked you out.
But that was a mobile conference. Like it was like 6 mobile games, bruh. They were like, "Yay, Fallout!"
We got a class
Fallout
action
Shelter
lawsuit.
made a whole bunch of money.
At least they
so
showed up.
Put out a whole bunch more of these games.
Me, Pete Hines, Todd Howard, all the motherfuckers. We got a class action lawsuit against you. Don't ever pick up another Bethesda game again. All right.
Look, Pete, y'all. So far, y'all have disappointed me twice. Fallout 76 wasn't it? And then The second time was with that conference.
Oh shit, that's what. You know what? I thought Bethesda's conference was bearable because they showed the most gameplay.
You
right?
just said bearable.
It's bearable
That's
because
not good,
they showed the most gameplay, but they didn't really show anything new and exciting except for that game Griggity was talking about.
Yeah, I can think of the name of it.
Yeah,
What's
by
the
the people that made
like the Evil Within.
Arcane, right? Is that their name or Arcane?
Yeah,
Arcane
Studios.
12.
Oh yeah, you know, it was two games that was interesting.
The Jackie Brown game and shit. Jackie Brown and Shaft.
Yeah,
game,
that should look dope. But also the one that like for the people that made the Evil Within look dope.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Yeah, that one looked dope.
Oh yeah, that one.
Outriders.
Yeah, that's the name. Yes,
That
The
looked dope.
Tokyo one or whatever.
But I hate to say this.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Nintendo, look, Nintendo Square Enix's conference was a poor man Nintendo's conference. I'm sorry. Nintendo's conference won. Square Enix. See, Nintendo showed you cool RPGs that looked like they were made for 2019. Square Enix tried to go to the Goodwill, wash out that tie-dye shirt, and try to repackage it for you now. All their shit looks so fucking dated, except for Final Fantasy VII. And Final Fantasy VII looked good, but that's a remake. The Marvel Ultimate or the Marvel game, until we got the leak, didn't look hot. You know what I'm saying? So I think Nintendo won.
Yeah, but the remake you only getting cutscenes and shit. That shit's like a quarter of the game.
Yeah,
They had gameplay of it. That boss fight was gameplay.
yeah. When you
but it's a
actually look
quarter
at
of the game.
footage, you know it was, but it did. But FC didn't look that way, right? You couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was a mess.
I mean, what I will say was bad about Square Enix, yeah, they just basically focus on Final Fantasy. But can we talk about Final Fantasy VIII? What the fuck is that?
That was
Hey, bro, that's an L.
bad, bro. That it look. If you would have played it on the OG PlayStation,
That's still exactly the same.
No,
right?
but you know what? They went from a OG PlayStation to a PS2. That's all they did.
Yeah, exactly.
They didn't do much.
I don't see what they remade.
Well, no, the thing is, here's what happened with Final Fantasy VIII. They lost the coding to Final Fantasy VIII. That's the reason, like, you've seen it keep coming out, like Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy IX, all of them keep coming out. The reason 8 wasn't out is because they lost the coding for it. So they had to go back in and rebuild the coding for just
Man, that
the
shit looks like a
base
PS2 game.
Man, that's what happens when you on Gaikai servers.
No, that looked like it was gonna be released on my iPhone or some shit. Like I was like, the fuck is
Yeah,
this?
they had to rebuild the code for it because the original coding from Squaresoft was lost somewhere in the transition to where they became Square Enix.
Damn.
You know why I'm not giving Square the credit for it is because like Final Fantasy VII looked good, but Final Fantasy VII is basically Final Fantasy 15.
And that shit was trash, dog.
Like
15
they
was trash.
reskinned it. They reskinned it with the story everybody knows and loves. Like that's what they did, and I'm cool with that because I love Final Fantasy VII. But like they're not getting a pass for that shit. Just like 8, they was like remaster, but that shit looked worse than the 13 that remaster that just came out.
Square Enix was a bunch of Goodwill shirts that they rewashed. That's all.
Yeah, but hold on. Who here actually liked Final Fantasy 15, and who here liked Kingdom Hearts 3? The last two games Square did.
I did not boot up Kingdom Hearts.
Exactly. That's two trash games.
I like Final Fantasy 15 combat. I like
the actual game though.
The story was stupid as hell, and everything else about it, like the instant summon wins. That shit was stupid. Like all that was dumb. I was not a fan, but the combat was dope.
Yeah, I'm not
So if they take that gameplay and put it with a story that I like, which is Final Fantasy VII, I'll be cool with that. That's why I'm accepting of that.
Did you hear some about they making homegirl tits smaller in like Final Fantasy VII today?
Tifa, they were worried about they were going to censor her.
At least she's wearing the outfit she's supposed to be wearing. That's what I care about.
No.
Yeah, she's wearing the original outfit, and they didn't censor her nearly. Everybody thought she was going to become flat chested.
No.
She looked normal to me, man, like a normal chick. So I mean, I don't know. What
I think they just added like a sports bra, and that's basically it.
crazy.
I don't care what y'all say. The best Final Fantasy was Final Fantasy 6. Okay, let's move on.
7.
A lot of people think 6.
6.
Like I said, the
I
only
never
thing.
touched that series.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is Final Fantasy 7 had its issues and everything, but that's the only reason those games are mainstream now.
You know what, Bunny? A lot of people never touch 6 that jumped automatically to 7. If they were to remake 6 the way they remade 7, I bet you a lot of people would be changing their minds. 6 is so
the main character in 6, Moss?
We'll say that again.
Who's the main character in 6?
Oh, there is. I don't think there was a main character. Everybody was. There was like the ninja and all these other crazy.
Yeah,
it was just
Final
crazy.
Fantasy 6 was like Suikoden, where it's just you get a compilation of people.
Exactly, it was just nuts.
Cause I know the Japanese like 3 and 4 are different than our version of 3 and 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
R3 and 4. Our Final Fantasy, 3 or 4 mass is actually 6 in Japan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cause I had Final Fantasy 3 on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, that's the one. That's it, right?
Y'all old as hell.
Oh, I played the game. No, old school Nintendo games was fire.
I wasn't even born.
What about Chrono Trigger? What about Chrono Trigger?
That's my game right there. Chrono. I'll take that over Final Fantasy.
They need to remaster.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
You know what's crazy? I didn't really play RPGs until I became an adult. I mean, I had Phantasy Star, but I really couldn't get into it. So
Hearthstone was garbage. Phantasy Star 2 is a masterpiece.
My uncles put me on RPGs, but that's all they played. It was Final Fantasy. And,
Yep.
What was that? Mystic Quest. It was a Final
yeah. Crystallis from Nintendo. Y'all don't know nothing about that shit.
Oh, Nick, you picking up Final Fantasy 7 remake?
Oh hell yeah!
Hey, I'm gonna pick it up because I never played it. I'm gonna definitely pick it up.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Never played it.
I'd rather play it on Xbox for the achievements, man. But
hey, man, go ahead and play it on Xbox, brother.
When it's finished, it'll be on Xbox.
Hurry up and play it on Xbox before it dies. All right, go ahead.
Final Fantasy 7.
Oh my! Hey, Mark, man,
before Xbox dies.
Some shit so hurtful, man.
You know the game's in fucking like episodic. This shit's probably gonna take 2 years for the whole damn game's finished. By the time you do that,
I think they're doing part 1, part 2 for Final Fantasy 7.
I remember the disc on the PS1 was like 4 discs, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was 4 discs.
And hey, look, an RPG wasn't good on PlayStation.
It was 3
that's a good point.
Final Fantasy 7. It was 3 discs.
Xenogears, all that shit. If it was less than 4 discs, you felt gypped.
Julio, what's up, brother?
It wasn't hardly anything on the 3rd disc though, just the boss fight.
Really?
The last little part. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't really fuck with shit. Yeah, man, that's that. You know, some good shit. That was a good discussion, y'all. Listen, man, I'm going to talk about it, right? I'm going to talk about Nethos.
Oh shit,
Nethos.
Oh, what happened?
Did you really sign this contract, man? Tell me it ain't true, man.
Look, man, I did this.
This is one of the topics, man. This is literally one of the topics.
I did this as a reaction to that dog shit E3. Like, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was like, do I sit here and cap for Xbox and catch even more L's? Or do I sign a contract like Z and play it safe? I went with the contract. I can't keep taking L's.
Dirt. Play on PlayStation, though.
Hey, FC, what the fuck we doing with Xbox now?
We
don't got shit.
I'm about to do what I did.
They didn't even show Gears 5 footage.
Oh, nah, that
we
was
don't got shit.
That was it.
Hey,
Not
okay,
showing Gears.
Oh yeah. Listen. You signed the contract just like Z did, but both y'all niggas gonna be on Xbox. Let's be real. Let's keep it a buck.
Bro, we don't go into the details like that.
You ain't gotta look at the fact.
Hey, I'm on the PC. I'm on the PC. No, I'm on Xbox. I'm on the PC.
Hey, man, you just said you fuck with
PC.
like. Okay. Now, Nethos, why not do it like me? Okay. I was disappointed in E3. Xbox has been dog shit the last 3 years as far as exclusive games go, but I'm still an Xbox guy. Didn't sign a contract. I'm not going to sign a contract.
That's a beaten housewife syndrome. That's what you literally said on Twitter. You're a beaten housewife.
Okay. I did say that.
You handed yourself a beaten housewife.
Hey, yeah.
We didn't even tell you that. You tweeted that yourself.
Okay. You got me. I was trying to be funny. I was trying to be funny when I said that.
They're wild.
I got some good responses, I was trying to be funny, but in reality, we can still be Xbox guys, right? And be upset with them, right?
Nah.
No.
I refuse to give money to anybody I'm angry at.
How you say what?
You gotta realize
the multiplayer though. You know what I'm saying? It's still the
Phil Spencer has
PC games than Xbox, right? So this is what happened, and this it's okay. I'm here for you, brother. So Xbox came in to E3, right? And they brought flowers, they brought candy. They was like, it's gonna be a great night. You're gonna have a date night. You're gonna love this. I'm gonna take you to your favorite spot. It's gonna be fantastic. But then you go out with Xbox. They took you to McDonald's, but not McDonald's itself. They took you to the back of McDonald's where one of the dudes in the kitchen staff is selling hamburgers out the back door.
And you had to pay for it yourself.
Right. And then you had to treat for the date. And then when you got it, right when you took a bite, the dude told you he put a little special sauce on your burger. Right? That's what happened. And then you and Xbox went home. You was mad. You were sitting in the car pouting the whole time. And when he got home, he told you stop pouting. You said no. He hit you upside the head with bullshit games. And you was like, please, sir, can I have another? That's what happened. That's what happened.
Okay, hold on. Before we move on, Mass, you're a piece of shit prophet. You're predicting the whole damn show.
Look, I warned y'all, so don't blame me.
They fell on the second goddamn step.
I warned y'all. Not to go on this date to begin with. I told you.
The show wasn't great. I'm sorry. You go ahead, buddy. You go ahead.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay. Yes, you want to stay loyal to Xbox, and you want to continue to be an Xbox god, but what have they given you or shown you to keep you in that faith?
Exactly.
You haven't. Wait a minute. I haven't finished here yet. In the last couple years, you haven't had any game that's a contender for Game of the Year.
Right.
You haven't had any games that like draw people into buying the system. You have had nothing to show your support except for you have nothing but multiplats to play the best system.
Can a congregation get an amen?
Okay. Hold on. Now, y'all are preaching to the choir right now because I'm not saying everything y'all saying is true. They haven't had great exclusives lately, right? But all I'm saying is that what is the alternative? Go to be a PlayStation guy?
I'm a PlayStation
gamer already.
It's
not that. Like it's like with me and EA.
No, PlayStation is a great console. Listen, bro.
VR
exclusives. Bro. I just beat Blood and Truth. I just beat Days Gone. I'm a PlayStation gamer. Right?
No, but my thing is
my primary console was Xbox. That's all it is.
Well, here can I throw this out there because I'm in a similar boat with Griggity to where I'm upset with Xbox, but no. I'm not upset with Xbox. I love Xbox. This ain't motherfucking Xbox. This is Windows gaming. And I'm not willing to sign a PlayStation contract because I just don't like their shit, man. I don't like their shit. I gave a scenario last week. If I like Arby's and I hate Subway, and say the two restaurants are together, just because they're burning my shit up at Arby's don't mean I'm gonna go to Subway. I gotta find another Arby's.
Maybe y'all looking at this shit. Tasted the entire menu.
Was that?
But maybe you haven't tried the entire menu.
No, I've tried. I don't like the smell of Subway. It smells like weird.
I like what I like, though. Man, you can't make me like mushrooms if I don't fucking like mushrooms, bro. I like what I like. I'm an Xbox guy. Yes, they have
fucking mushrooms off dirt.
So what do you like? What do you like from Xbox?
I like.
You just said they ain't made nothing in the last 3 years. So what do you like?
I love
because it ain't their games.
Listen.
Because they ain't made nothing.
The exclusive games has been bad. I said that several times already, but I love it.
Right. So what do you like from Xbox?
I have invested. I have about 700 Xbox games. I love achievements over trophies because that's what I like, man. I just like my boys on the Xbox. When I get on PlayStation, it's just exclusives only. I play exclusives.
It's dead. PlayStation Online is dead.
Exclusives and go right back to the Xbox. That's all I'm saying.
Here's
why is it bother y'all that a nigga like Xbox?
I think that's the trap that Phil wants us to be in. He wants us to look at it and say, look, be in a perpetual state of waiting because because you don't have any better alternatives. You got to wait for us to give you something because you don't like Sony. And I'm telling y'all that it's not a binary choice. There's a third option. That third option is let Microsoft know you're willing to take your dollars elsewhere. It ain't got to necessarily go to Sony, but if Amazon comes out with something, if Google enhances their shit, you'll rock with them. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop saying this, I think, vocally to Phil, where he's hearing it like, well, yeah, they're fucking up, but we don't like PlayStation, so you're our only choice. When Phil hears that, he says, I won. Y'all gonna stick with me regardless. Like, at the end of the day, let me ask you this, Briggity, and you too, FC, because we're all three in the same boat. We don't like PlayStation, but we don't like what Xbox
I like
is doing.
PlayStation though.
We are not in the same boat.
We don't prefer PlayStation.
Right.
So let me ask y'all, what would Xbox have to do for you to abandon the system?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Hypothetically, if they wouldn't have been investing in these studios and shit, seeing no bright future, seeing nothing in the future, maybe I would have been like, man, what the fuck? You know, maybe, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that would have made me, but I'm seeing them headed down that path. I know E3 was dog shit. We know E3 was dog shit. It was a bad show. But seeing them investing and going to have some exclusives, listen, bro, I like Halo. I like Gears. I don't know what else to say.
So let's just say, because it takes like 5 to 7 years for the games that we used to get to be developed. So are you willing? Let's just say some of us are saying that Xbox they're lying to us. They're not intending to make those bangers like how they used to. But let's just say you're saying, okay, I don't believe that. I believe that they are going to make it. What if we're 5 years in, right? And they still haven't made them. You just got Halo, Gears, and Forza, and maybe a Fable.
Nah, that's something we could talk about then. Now, hold on. Let me say something for a second. Now, Xbox has 15 studios now, right? How many of those studios are making AAA games? You guys think? I think at least 6, 7.
Probably. Yeah, about half.
Right?
4. Right? Who you have Coalition. Half. You have Coalition. Yeah, 3, 4, 3. And Coalition's always going to do Gears. You have 343 Studios. They're always going to do Halo.
I like Halo.
You got Playground.
2 studios. Well, go ahead.
You got Playground. Well,
they got 2 studios.
Yeah, the Playground has doing Forza Horizon. That's the racing studio, and then the second studio is going to be doing RPG games.
Fable, right? It's going to be doing
Fable. All right.
They're going to be Forza and Fable.
Right there.
Right. Forza and Fable.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So then those are the 4 staples right there, right? Okay. So who is this
Initiative? You know, Initiative.
Initiative is definitely AAA.
How do we know? The only thing that we know from Initiative,
they're not hiring all that talent to do a AA game.
How do we know that?
That's just common sense, bro. They said it themselves.
They
backtracked on it though. You reaching right now?
Okay. Initiative is doing a AAA game.
Okay.
Not common sense. Okay. We were going to at this.
Here's my question. Here's my question with that. I agree with you that they're not hiring all that talent to do a small game. I agree with that. I agree with that holistically. But what does that game look like? When is it coming out? What's the premise of it? What is it going to fit? Is it the type of game you want from Xbox? Any of those questions? Do you know any of those? The answers to any of those questions?
They have carte blanche to do whatever game they want.
What faith do you have in that a brand new studio?
Well, let me say this. We know the talent they have in the studios those guys have come from. I mean,
right, but this is the problem.
Rockstar, what?
And this is the problem with all of these random ass announcements, right? All of this stuff happens every goddamn day. The only difference is now it's being announced on Twitter, but ex Naughty Dog and ex Sony Santa Monica devs work at 343. They work and vice versa. Ex Bungie devs, people move around every damn day.
Like the difference is though, they're getting directors and heads of each studio, like head of art, head of direct, all that stuff.
That happens. Like I said, that happens
in one studio.
When a game is finished, right? Mm-hmm. A few people stay to work on that game. They'll have an onboard team that stays and continues to work on that one game, updates, whatever, until they abandon it and move on to their next project. And then you have the heads of entire departments, not like
art director, there's a bunch of art directors on a game. There's not one art director. Right. There's a bunch of art directors because it's people for costume, for sets, for like there's a bunch of art directors. So having an art director doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Like so people who don't understand game development, they throw these buzzwords at y'all and y'all eat that shit up. But I don't know that this dude did anything worthwhile on any of these games because I don't know what he was specifically working on. He just had the title of art director.
The art director that made the snow map stage, that was literally him. I did a whole thing on it on my channel.
But okay. Here's another thing we got.
So he made one stage, right? He made one stage. So
he himself made that snow map stage. Yes,
he didn't. Right. He directed it. He didn't make a damn thing. That's
thing. He's the art director. He's right. The design that's the mountain stage where snow and all that. That was him.
He didn't do anything but tell people what to do. What do you think? Directors tell people what to do. The people who make the stages, who make the assets, they are grunts.
So you're not saying. So you're saying that his expertise is not going to help. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Sure. I mean, yeah, I don't make no sense.
Sure. He didn't do it himself? I just said that they did not hire all these people to make a AA small game. I said that. I don't know what that game is, and no one else does on here. So until we do, for 3 years. Until we do, what's the point in hyping it up and blowing it up?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Now, I have an analogy. Like you gave an analogy. Let me give you an analogy. Mm-hmm. You watch sports. Well, I don't know if you do, but I know you understand sports. Your favorite team, right? I used this analogy before. Your favorite team got a first round draft pick. Your favorite team
picked up Zion.
Like, damn, my team has the first round #1 draft pick. Before they even pick that person, are you excited yet? I know I will be because I see the potential of what a #1 draft pick will bring to my favorite team. So for us to be excited about some of the talent, the initiative acquiring, why are we wrong for being excited about it?
I'm gonna tell you that was a bad analogy for me personally, and I'm gonna tell you why. My favorite basketball team is the Lakers. When we got LeBron, I said we still wouldn't win because I'm a realist. Okay. I'm a realist. Until we win, it's irrelevant that we got somebody. That's irrelevant to me. But until we start winning, it's irrelevant that we got this new person, that we have potential. Potential doesn't mean a goddamn thing without results. We had the best player in the league, right? And we still didn't make the damn playoffs.
Because he didn't have people around him and surrounding talent around Daryl Gallagher.
Can I beg to say this too? And then I'll let Bunny chime in because she's been trying to chime in. I'm sorry. Let me say this. I get the analogy, the sports analogy, but this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying abandon Xbox, you know what I'm saying, or abandon Phil, but don't give Phil extra confidence that he doesn't need, that you're going to stick with him for years and years and years without him producing like massive results. The sports analogy thing, I think, is a bad analogy for this reason. You like a sports entity based upon the entity, just because of who they are. This is my Detroit Pistons. These are my Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm going to stick it out with them thick and thin. I done got an invested a dime into them. I'm just with the entity. But we are
for a lot of
consumers. And because we are consumers, we're invested in the quality of the product. And whenever we don't be invested in the quality of the product, first and foremost, we give the upper hand to these companies. So we shouldn't be praising these entities. We should be invested in the quality of the product. And Phil has had plenty of time to give us something. And he's told us, I'm not buying extra. I'm not going to buy extra content. I'm not going to do this. I don't believe in competition to drive one man down to bring another man up. All this bullshit. And until we see results, I think it's important for us to keep the foot on Phil's neck. And that's what I think the problem is. The problem isn't abandoning Xbox. The problem is not enough of us is keeping the pressure on Phil's neck and saying, look, this is unacceptable and we're getting close to the finish line, Phil. You better produce something soon. That's my thoughts. Go ahead, Bunny. I'm sorry.
I was saying that, okay, so I understand that so something FC said, he said, I don't think they're buying all these studios not to invest in them or something like that. And it was that it's common sense that they're going to invest in them. But let's look at it this way. A lot of decisions that we think are common sense that's been going on with this gen for Xbox. They came out with the most powerful console. You wouldn't think they would go into all that R&D for the most powerful console, but then and you think, oh well, common sense is they're going to give us great games. Here they go. They didn't give you anything. That's that.
Hold on, let me correct you. I didn't say that. I was talking about the initiative. It's common sense that they're making AAA games, not because.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like you.
That's what I said. That's what I said, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but my thing is you're saying it would be common sense that the initiative wouldn't be hiring all these games to make not to make a AAA game.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of things have been common sense this gen, but the shit ain't coming through. And you
but we don't know what initiative is making.
But you got to remember who's controlling the initiative's purse string.
Daryl Gallagher, who created the Tomb Raider reboot.
No, the person who's
he's the head of the studio.
Yeah, but the people who are giving them the money.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the head of the studio. Why would you give somebody who rebooted a franchise carte blanche to do whatever you wanted, just like Ninja Theory?
Yeah. Well,
you give them carte blanche, but that don't mean you give them a blank check.
Exactly.
So you're saying the initiative's probably not going to have the higher budget or up there with 343?
No, they'll have a high budget, but that doesn't mean it's empty. I mean it's blank.
You can't assume anything with Xbox right now. Because
I see what you're saying, but what I said is that they're making a AAA game. That's all I said. Blank statement.
No.
That's
what the game is finance.
It's about.
But you said it would be common sense with everything that they hiring. But that's the thing. You're basing it on common sense and faith.
So it's no money. What makes a game AAA?
It's the budget of it.
Okay, exactly. So, my man DRM just answer the question. You don't think they're gonna have a AAA budget?
They might have a AAA budget, but do you actually think that if something goes on that Microsoft don't like, that they're not going to cut them damn purse strings?
For the past several years, everything's been common.
You guys are reaching.
Yeah, we're going to 2017.
It's not that I'm reaching. It's just that I'm making you think, okay, well, maybe something else might happen here. What if something happens where the head of Microsoft, not Phil Spencer, the head of Microsoft tells Phil Spencer, oh, we're cutting your budget.
Well, it's fuck.
I mean, those are the type of things.
Yeah. So until we see something tangible, and my problem is I don't see anything tangible. Again, all this is innuendo. I don't see anything tangible. And the things that Phil told me, now Phil's the head, regardless of what talent initiative has to do. Y'all want to use sports analogies? It don't matter what talent is on the team. We've seen this with the USA basketball team losing because they were a bunch of superstars that weren't really meshed well together. So it doesn't matter what talent that you have. It's all about who's at the head. And I always say a fish rots from the head. So if we got Phil Spencer telling us every year things and they're not coming to fruition, it don't matter what he tells us. It matters, if they produce. Now they got a bunch of layoffs. Something could happen with the initiative, and there's a bunch of people laid off from the initiative. Then what? Everybody would have made all these investments in Xbox, buying all this Game Pass Ultimate, and a belief that it was common sense that the initiative is going to give us something, and we ain't got nothing to show for it.
Well, first of all, the layoffs wasn't developer based though, so we got to correct that statement.
Okay,
he's saying within Microsoft. He's not saying. Like he's saying that anything can happen. Microsoft is a $1 trillion company, but they're laying people off on a division they're supposed to be growing, which is their services and interim entertainment. That is literally a thing they talk
entertainment.
About.
Yeah, the entertainment part
that
of it.
Is that is one of the industries in which they have said to share owners, this is an industry we are going to grow in. So you're laying people off in the place where you're trying to grow, and that's common sense.
It's just
that's what we're trying to say. You saying this is common sense. What nobody was saying, her entire premise was everything you say is common sense, but that don't mean Microsoft common sense. That means our common sense.
I get what she's trying to say, but you guys are doing a lot of what ifs. All I said was my original statement is the initiative was hired to make AAA games. That's why all of the hiring, in order to be hired by initiative, you have to have roughly about 10 plus years or something like that. You have to be higher up this is not like Compulsion Games. This is the initiative where all the talents that they hired are coming from AAA studios.
Yep.
So my common sense would be they're going to be making AAA games.
Right.
And
So
I
let
say
me ask
again,
you a question.
Well, the issue is this. So if this, if that, no. They're going to be making AAA games. That's just
really
point blank.
because really. So you said they're going to be making AAA games 100%, right?
The only thing that we
Yeah.
know definitively, I can't go off of common
we
sense
can bet
because
too if y'all want to do
I'm
that.
going to
our
go off
common
of what
sense-
they said. And
Yeah.
they said they're trying to stay small and agile. That doesn't sound like you trying to make
And the
big ass
person who
games.
said that was not the head.
That doesn't sound like you trying to make big ass
And
games.
the person who said that was not the head of the studio. That was one of the art directors. The head of the studio says we're here to make.
Wait,
you
push the
so you
button
just
forward.
said he was integral. Now his opinion is irrelevant?
No, I'm saying he's integral to the art direction of a game, but he's not integral to where like creating the game. That would be the head of the studio, Daryl Gallagher. Daryl Gallagher said that we're here to make genre pushing games. We're here to push the envelope. How are you going to push the envelope with a AA game?
What do you think a studio head does?
He directs the studio to make the game.
No, he's the business guy. He's the guy who makes sure that they have all the things they need to make the games. He doesn't
So
develop the game.
he wasn't in charge of the reboot of the Tomb Raider series?
He was in charge of the studio.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm making. Yeah, he's
Right.
the head of the studio.
That doesn't mean he's the one making the game. He's not the creative.
He's like Corey Bauer of the
Who's credited for the God of War reboot, right?
Corey
He gets all the praise, right?
Corey was developing, and he's not the head of Sony Santa Monica. No, but Corey,
he was a director, actually.
Corey is not the head of, right. Corey's not the head of Sony Santa Monica Studios.
Yeah, I mean,
so
no,
that is not an equivalent thing.
But
right. So he's the one who's making the game. He's the creative.
Oh my!
You're saying a studio head versus the director.
Yes.
So the art director has more input on the game.
Is the studio of this studio because he is leading the team.
Not the studio head.
Yeah. But wait a minute.
No, the director though.
Yeah.
Oh.
But to be fair to FC, go ahead, buddy. I'm sorry.
I was saying, okay, so we're looking at the initiative and saying they won't have this big budget and everything to make a AAA game. What happened with Rare and Sea of Thieves?
That shit was dog shit.
And to segue from that,
they claimed it was going to be a AAA game.
How are you reaching? How is that a reach? Rare is a AAA size studio with a AAA budget, and they made Sea of Thieves. That is not a reach. That's a fact.
That is a fact. But what I was trying to, like I said, and for some reason we got on this tangent. The initiative's making a AAA game. Period. That's it. There should be no argument on that.
I asked, how do you know it's going to be good?
This is the thing.
It's going to be good or not.
So let's do this.
The game's going to be AAA. And y'all coming up here with the what ifs? What if Microsoft goes bankrupt? What if this happens?
Hold on. Let's try it like this.
You said it's a AAA game. I said that's irrelevant if it's not good.
Let's try it like this. That's not a what if.
I think we obviously don't know if it's going to be good yet. But
exactly.
So what faith do you have if you don't know it's going to be good?
Why can't I have faith?
Again, was that the game was going to be AAA? We don't know of the game because the game
here's the problem.
That's what I said, and you guys went on a fucking tangent.
We're meshing together two things. Okay, to FC's point, we know that the initiative originally was put together to make a AAA game. However,
that's all I said.
But with that being said, but to be fair to what Mass is saying too, FC is that how do we know that everything is going to stay together and that they're going to make a AAA game? Because like he just said, Rare was supposed to be making a AAA game. Phil untold us that, you know what I'm saying, when the Xbox One X.
Smalls, real quick. When you guys say AAA, you're thinking of what exactly?
No, we're thinking of a budget. We're talking specifically budget.
Right?
A big budget.
But not quality. Because you can have a AA game that's quality.
Yeah, but
right?
No, we're talking AAA budget. Quality
so just on the premise of budget, Sea of Thieves is a AAA game.
I'm talking AAA
it is.
Budget and quality. If I give you a bunch of money, you make dog shit, it's irrelevant that I gave you a bunch of money
to make.
Yeah, but I'm about to say you just proved his point with that example.
That doesn't help your argument.
Rare was given AAA money for Sea of Thieves. Yeah, Rare was given AAA money for Sea of Thieves.
So that's the same thing I'm saying. If the initiative is given AAA money, but they come up with dog shit,
you're adding a point that no one like. I'm not arguing against. That's the point you're not understanding, DRM. I never said if the company was going to get AAA money that the game was going to be good. I said that the game's going to be AAA.
That's what
they were put together.
You guys start saying all these hypotheticals.
Exactly. Okay, let me give you another example. Let me give you guys another example. Because here's
I know what I said. I said the game is AAA.
No,
budget.
Hold on. You guys are convoluting you guys are convoluting two parts of the discussion.
Right.
You're saying that because they originated as a AAA studio, that they're going to end up with a AAA project. Let me give you another example. State of Decay 2. Hold on 1 second. State of Decay 2 was announced to be a AAA game. And when it came out, it was not a AAA game. Right?
It's not a AAA game. He lied.
Okay, so again,
you're not proving this point. You're making this worse. You just said they were brought together to make a AAA game, but then you said it's the Xbox dev working on the Xbox game live.
Well, no, not an Xbox dev. He was a second party dev. He was not part of the Xbox team. Said that they were making a AAA game.
Okay, so the studio head, the guy who runs that studio, and was
part of the Xbox team, which got the money to make a studio.
With Xbox Game Studios and getting the money from Xbox Game Studios, said this is what we're making based on what the money we're getting, right? Based on the money we're getting, we're making a AAA game, and he lied. That's what he said,
he
right?
lied.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't a AAA game.
That's not a game.
Game from a studio.
Right now,
what you should
right now, they created the initiative. They have created a team right now, and the only thing I've heard from this team is that they're trying to stay small and agile.
One person. It was one person who said.
One person said they was making a AAA game.
Actually said was that they're going to push the genre forward, making big games like so what he was saying and on Twitter that they were making AAA games.
One person said they was making AAA games, and one person said that they was trying to be small and agile.
Yes, one of the art directors.
Okay, so he doesn't know the environment he's working.
Yeah, and then he wouldn't make a statement. He wouldn't make a statement like that and it not be retracted unless it was
like true. The studio head. The studio head he's the PR guy. He's the face guy. He's supposed to say what you want to hear, which is we got the AAA game from State of Decay.
He has no power. He doesn't do any of that. He just sits there and says yes or no.
The studio head said we are making a AAA game because he's the PR guy. He's the face guy. So now another studio head said we're gonna make genre-defining games.
Let's cut the bullshit. Yeah, are you saying that the initiative is not making a AAA game?
I'm saying
no.
They're making a AAA game. What are we talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Cut the bullshit. Exactly. Thank you. DRM, is initiative making a AAA game? Yes or no?
I don't know what they're making.
Okay, then. All right, the conversation's over. What's the why are we still on this? I don't understand.
Well,
I think he's arguing if they're going to make a good game or not. He's saying we don't know.
I don't understand, y'all. What the fuck?
I think that was the original argument.
My entire argument.
Yeah,
that's been my entire argument. Y'all saying
I wasn't even arguing.
Like he went from that to let's make a
They said they bought all these studios and they got the initiative. I said, great, they got the initiative. What are they making? That's what I said, and then you took this whole thing to a different direction. They're making a AAA game.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay, let's go back from the beginning. Let's go back from the beginning because Marshall was saying what teams are going to be making AAA games. When he said that, I said the initiative, right? So we said we're assuming, excuse me, the initiative is going to make a AAA game, and you said, Mass, well, what are they making? We obviously don't know yet. They probably won't announce a game until like 2021. Won't even announce a game till then.
Yeah.
So and then I was saying, how do we know that
we don't know we don't know what
they're telling us one thing. They're telling us one thing, and they've been telling us one thing this entire gen, but they've been going against what they've been saying and doing completely
on multiple
opposite
occasions.
of what
So
they
we
said.
don't know who's making what.
So what FC was saying, with the talent they're acquiring, it seems like they're doing a AAA game. That's all we were saying. It seems like, I mean, we don't know for a fact.
But that's why I said, but we were told.
It seems like a no-brainer to me, though.
But we were just rebutting the fact they said it's common sense is a given. We need to mark down the initiative, and it's not a given. We don't know until we see a product, some type of product being showcased. We don't know what they're making.
Y'all didn't explain it like that. Until we see a product, we don't know. Okay, we don't know.
Yeah, we're not marking down the initiative.
All of it's smoke and mirrors to me. Like Phil came out on Twitter, said we got 14 games. This is going to be our biggest, best show. We got 60 games a show. And this is where we are right now. Yeah. So, and he's the head of the entire goddamn gaming division. So apparently the head knows all the working parts. Like you just said, even though he himself said he doesn't know if the console is going to be the most powerful, he doesn't know what the name of it is. Like he doesn't know all of these things, but the head apparently knows everything because he runs the thing.
And then my whole point
doesn't make any sense, but all right.
The reason I made the comment I made about asking you why are you sticking with them, because you've been getting so many contradictory things. How can you still have faith in somebody who's giving you so many contradictory things?
So, but did you buy the Wii U?
Yes, I did.
You stuck with them, right?
No, I got rid of that shit.
You didn't buy the Switch? You didn't buy the Switch?
Did
you buy the Switch?
But I got rid of the Wii U.
Yeah, so you're gonna buy the Scarlett, right? The new console, right?
I didn't buy it on launch day though. I waited.
But you still bought it.
No, I waited a year
until she saw what they was going
to
do.
So she just said no. She just said no.
You still bought it.
She got rid of the Wii U
when she
and
saw
then didn't buy the Switch until she saw something she wanted.
Yeah, until she saw.
Literally, there's no part of that you can attack her for it. No part of it.
Okay, I had the Wii U. I had the Wii U. I got rid of the Wii U. That E3, when the Switch was being announced and everything, I looked at all the consoles to see what games I wanted to play on what consoles. I still was not getting the Wii or the Switch. I didn't get the Switch until February of 2018 after they announced not Diablo, but Skyrim was coming to the Switch. And
Skyrim made you get the Switch.
Yes.
Okay, so my question is, why are you attacking Dirt for him staying with the Xbox for what?
Yeah, she wasn't attacking at all.
I asked him.
My wrong choice of words. Why were you asking him that question?
Because I'm curious. I want to know.
And I told you though. I told you. I just like the Xbox.
Yes,
I like the ecosystem.
Like you just like the Xbox and you like the ecosystem. So that you answered that afterwards.
Well, I think the question is, you got to ask yourself when it comes to any product that you're getting, are you getting what you expected out of the product? She clearly got what she expected out of the product by seeing Skyrim and then future lineup she got. The question for anybody that wants to continue with the Xbox or Windows game, whatever, it's fine. Are you getting what you want out of the product? And if you're getting what you want out of the product, then that's fine. You can like it. I'm just saying is that I think we need, number one, if you're getting what you want out of the product, then end the discussion. But if you're not getting what you want out of the product and you're operating off of pure faith, then what you better do is you better put your foot on Phil's neck, because time after time after time, he has told you one thing and has done something else.
I'm not disagreeing with that statement.
So, but I just think, just saying, hey, look, I'm more comfortable with this. That might, people may intentionally be sending out the wrong message, because from all accounts and all intents and purposes, I'm telling you, Phil has he has motives that are against his core. Period. I'm sorry.
Hey, Mar. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? How you feel about their upcoming season?
I don't invest in the Steelers, so I can't make that comparison, my good brother. But you can try another example.
Okay. I wasn't talking about the money aspect. I was just talking about being a fan.
But see, I can't connect the two, because again, as a consumer, I don't care. See, I may like entities like, okay, my favorite team is the Chiefs, so I might like Patrick Mahomes, and you know what I'm saying. Oh man, he's a good kid and all other stuff. When it comes to me being a consumer, I don't care about any of that shit. I don't care that Phil seems like a nice guy. I don't care that he wears a limbo shirt. I'm worried about what he's producing out of the studio. And when he's not producing out of the studio, I have a problem. So you have to explain to me why. And if something is coming down the pipe, fine. But we got to see metrics. We got to see milestones met. And after time, if you keep telling me you're going to give me A, but I keep getting Z, then I got a problem and I got to pull back. I'm sorry. Go ahead, FC.
I was gonna say, like, I understand you're saying that you're a consumer, even if you're a sports, if you follow sports like the Chief, you're still a consumer. So a lot of people, not saying anybody here, that they see consoles as sports, like they see it's like that's my favorite sports team, regardless, on both sides, or actually on all three sides.
That's a problem.
Yeah, so something mentality might work for you, but for the majority of the people, they're gonna buy a Sony PlayStation no matter what. The people are gonna buy Xbox no matter what,
and that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem because then we give the upper hand to the entities. Then we start judging based upon the entity instead of the quality that they give us, and that's not a good thing because that's how we end up with the PlayStation 3 era, and that's how we end up with what we're dealing with now with Xbox.
Facts, all factual. But you got to realize you of all people are really a minority. Most of us here are minorities. Right, so I mean, I don't know. What could you really do?
No, casuals don't have a flag. Like I had people that I played 360 with, and they were like, "Yeah, man, PlayStation is dog shit." And then as soon as the PlayStation 4 1080p makes you a better gamer, hey yo, y'all trying to play such and such, them motherfuckers jump shit. Casuals don't have a flag anywhere.
The casuals don't care, bro. They do not care.
So
look at Z.
Z just still play Xbox all the time.
I know, but that nigga casual like shit.
Yeah, he casual. Hey, y'all, that was a great.
But that was a hell of a discussion.
Great discussion.
Hit that like button, y'all. Come on,
hit that like button. Shit, my dog shit channel. Yeah, that was a good discussion, man. But before we get out of here, I just really wanted to talk about. Hey, Mass.
Yo.
Hey, man. So, what you think about this shit about the Project Lockhart potentially canceled? They were saying it. Well, the rumors are that it really did exist, but it's either on hold right now, or they're canceling it and just making this Project Scarlett. What do you think about that, man? Like, why do you think they would do that?
Probably the tariffs. In all reality, like, and I don't want to say this out loud, but I feel like it's a true statement. Trump is going to be president for another term.
Nah, don't risk that shit, bro.
Look, I'm a realist. I despise him with all of my, and me in the tax bracket I'm in, I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. But I despise him as a person. Therefore, the fact that my money is right doesn't mean anything, because it's still going to be right with or without him. But I despise him as a person. But he is 100% going to get reelected. The way these damn Democrats are, they're giving him another 4 years. So that being the case, him starting all these tariff wars with the entire goddamn world, and us getting our electronics imported, and Xbox and PlayStation making everything in China, and that is the largest war that's being fought right now. They're looking at that future plans. The cost of making so much hardware and shipping it over here, or shipping it across different regions is the problem. And since it's going to cost them so much, because the US, we're the biggest market because we don't care. We spend money on a bunch of frivolous shit, whether or not we have it. Like tax time come, Black Friday come, and we just throwing shit out the window and then can't eat the next day. Like, that's how Americans are. We stupid, but it is what it is. And with all these ways they have to bring this over here, the amount of money it's going to cost them to ship 2 different SKUs is just too high.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it like that, bro.
That's a very good point. Yeah. That's a very good point.
Yeah. I just thought, because they said, like, there was some talk about the developers, like, yo, man, we don't want to have to deal with 2 consoles and shit. Like I read something about that. So we don't know, man. That's an interesting thought, though.
I don't think that's a problem, because just like when they put out the Xbox One X dev kit, and you could switch between the S and the X modes, I think the Lockhart and Scarlett would have been the same exact thing.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I don't think that would have been the problem. It's just, I think logistically, money didn't make it viable just because of Trump and his trade wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think they're getting too close to launch to switch out going to other countries to build their stuff. Because I know Nintendo has been moving their factories out of China and into Southeast Asia. So I think those two companies are getting too close to launch for their new systems to move out.
Yeah, they're trying to do like the reason Nintendo is doing that is because they're trying to ship to India and then bypass that tariff exchange.
Yeah, and we're in the middle of our gen, so it's not like we have a new system coming out. So like with Xbox and Microsoft, it's logistics. It's too close to launch. They're like less than a year, 2 years out for their new systems. They won't be able to move that quick out of China.
Yeah. Hey man, where the fuck Noah at?
Playing Sea of Thieves.
Noah's he playing that Fallout 76 like a good gamer should, man. He been picking your boy all day, man. We supposed to be playing that Fallout 76, man.
Fallout 76.
I downloaded Dauntless so I could play with y'all.
Oh.
Hey, mark my words. Remember this date, right? June 19th, 2019, 11:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Noah will next year when Bleeding Edge come out be playing the shit out of Bleeding Edge.
That's a factual
facts. That's definitely facts. That motherfucker was arguing me all day on Next Gen channel, but like, bro, your ass is gonna get it. Like the games you play, you're playing this game.
Yeah, I know. Somebody who already got their team picked out.
Can you hear me?
You already got a team picked out?
No, my friend who's playing it, he'd already got his tank he wants to play picked out. He already got his healer he wants to play picked out. I'm like, dude, the game ain't even out yet.
On what game?
Bleeding Edge.
Bleeding Edge, word.
Your new favorite game when it comes out?
That shit might be alright though, you know.
No, that shit looks good. Like if you look at the gameplay, it doesn't look bad.
No, we were saying during that. I don't think the game looked that bad. Now wasn't the AAA
people were upset
banger?
by the art style.
Yeah.
And it's Ninja Theory. But I don't know if y'all heard Phil on the interview. He did confirm that Ninja Theory is doing another game. The Air Studio
they even
is
did
doing
that live on stage. Like I have to rewatch E3, but they said they've been working on this game for several years, and they have more games in the works, multiple times.
Exactly.
And they said that it was 20 people working on the game, 15 to 20 people. So
only 20.
Yeah,
they have 160 people on the
right.
If you watch their actual video, the guys said before they got purchased by Microsoft, they have 3 teams. They wanted all 3 teams to be able to be on the same level of playing field as the what's that game the game they just came out with?
Hellblade.
Hellblade. They wanted everyone to be like the Hellblade team, right? Self-efficient, independent, making their own games. He mentioned 3 teams, the head of the Ninja Theory studio. But when Microsoft bought them, they expedited that process. Instead of waiting for 5 years, they could do that now. And that's what you're seeing it right now. You're seeing Bleeding Edge. They're already making, I'm sure, 2 other games.
And to Bleeding Edge's to their awards and whatever, they won the most anticipated game from like GameSpot or something like that.
Yep.
It's interesting, man. It looks interesting.
I'm looking forward to it. I need a good multiplayer game.
I'm gonna play with Noah, man. I'm gonna play with Noah.
I'm gonna play with it too.
I hope it has crossplay or whatever, but I'm looking forward to that game. It does look good. Like I don't care about a game's graphics. I'm not a graphic core like Z. If a game's good, a game is good.
Yeah, that's
I play
true.
Dauntless. Fuck it.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not a big. I love graphics, of course, but I'm not like, I can't play this shit. It doesn't look that great. Shit. I like State of Decay too, so that should tell you something right there.
Good game.
All right.
Say.
How you say what?
It's a good game. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
Yeah, hey man. I've been playing like the little like the DLC, man. That shit straight, man.
Hey,
that's
you know what?
Story.
Thanks to PC Game Pass, man. I love this Metro. This Metro is so good, bro.
As a guy that occasionally plays on PC, you are admitting that Game Pass for PC is great.
Game Pass for PC is beta.
It's a lot of potential.
I'm playing this shit. right now. This shit's kind of dope, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I have upgraded for 6 years for a damn $1. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
Can't beat that shit.
I'm gonna let that shit.
Let me upgrade 3 years,
and I'm gonna let that shit lapse, and I'm gonna play Uplay Plus.
If I had to categorize it with one word, it's promising. It looks
Yeah, like what was it? Game Pass I always felt was being behind because it was only on the Xbox consoles. But introducing to PC, I can see a lot of subscribers coming. No, it's
RTS
true.
games,
A lot of
baby.
people are signing up for that shit. In fact, Moss hates the Epic Store, right? A lot of these mugs are getting Game Pass just to not use the Epic Store now.
Exactly. It's fucking genius.
Yeah. Shit, like I know it's only been $1, but Phil did say they broke a record and shit. Well, I know it's only $1, but he said they broke a record.
If they treat PC Game Pass like they've been treating the Xbox Game Pass,
it's a W.
It's so a W. It's the biggest W.
Just look at the launch lineup. This is like a lot of PC gamers' dream.
Bro.
Like, look at
it.
Nice.
Phil has done more for
team by itself is a win for those who don't play that type of shit. Like a lot of PC gamers like to play management type of games, and that game right there is cracked by itself.
I play Football Manager. That shit is dope.
Yeah, that shit is dope. Yeah. So when you say like peons, nigga, I play PC too. Fuck, nigga.
I know you still a pleb, nigga.
I need your Steam shit, man. I'm trying to play that game, bro.
Which one? Total War?
Yeah. I gotta play it.
All right.
Total War. What kind of game is that?
Your money tight.
RTS.
Oh, RTS. Okay.
You jet setting around the world, FC. Yeah, your money tight.
Shit.
Right, shit, man. That's your third vacation in 2019, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
xCloud. Now that we get xCloud, I might fuck with that Halo Wars now. I mean,
Nah, hey, you play that, y'all. I play with you right now.
What, Halo War?
Yeah, you got PC. It's on Game Pass. Boot it up.
Is it co-op like that?
Yeah, it is on Game
They got
Pass.
2v2s, 3v3s.
I ain't never played this shit, so I'm gonna be trash.
Oh, they got excuses. I hear you.
You are
Like, talking about?
Is it like a story? Is it like a campaign, or is it like
They got a campaign, but it's RTS. It's an RTS game, bro.
No, you're not playing that shit. Trust me right now. You're not
if
playing
it's
that.
anything like Command and Conquer, I can
No. You ain't gonna be able to even know how to control that thing. Do not even attempt it.
Damn,
I'll just shoot him down, Nico.
man,
No.
He's
I played
just
Shogun, right?
so
I
pleb,
can tell
bro.
no one's not gonna be able to figure this shit out.
Shoot him down.
To learn. Nah. Get used to it. So when Age of Empires and all those games come out, bro, I need a partner in that shit.
I have Shogun Total War 2, right? Just go
I got
download
that
that real
shit
quick and try.
I have played
Total
Red
War's
Alert and
completely
Command and
harder,
Conquer
though.
back in the day. If it's anything like Red Alert and Command and Conquer, you know what I'm saying? I'll be straight. But some of them RTS is just too much.
That man has zero faith in you. Like,
No.
he has less than
Hey, bro,
zero.
I played Shogun Total War 2. He has no chance.
Shogun's a hard game, man. Total War is a completely different RTS.
No, like, I'm not even talking about like winning and shit. Just to control the fucking game, it's too complicated.
I'm supposed to get with me on this Fallout 76.
Are you off tomorrow?
Battle Royale more. Me playing a Battle Royale more.
tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, more. Also, that Fallout 76.
Let me see if I got Halo Wars downloaded, I'll fuck with it. Which
we
one?
still online?
1 or 2?
Yeah, we're still online.
Oh shit, my bad, chat.
All right, y'all. Before we get out of here, oh shit, man, y'all go ahead and talk, man. My daughter keep on fucking interrupting me.
No, you're right.
That's already been down the road.
This Pedro, this is it. I'm fucking with it. It's shit fun.
That game does look good. Bay Moss, I got tomorrow off. We need to start on that. What was it? Dead Space 3.
Dead Space 3, yeah.
Hey, before we close, Moss, this PC Game Pass, but that shit downloads fast.
Yo, get that shit.
Yeah, no,
The
it's a
Windows
good
Store
product.
is phenomenal for that.
It's a good product. It's just, they got some competition, man. So they better get something. They better get that xCloud or that remote play in people's hands. Steam's remote play is already out. I've already tested it. I've already used it on my phone. It's marvelous. So they better get something in people's hands.
They said the people on the show floor. I ain't tested yet, but I heard xCloud is kind of like that. So we'll see.
Yeah,
So wait, can you explain the Steam thing? So like, does the game run like how my PC runs it, or how does it work?
See, what it does is it operates the same way that
Like a Steam Link.
Microsoft is going to run their remote play from your console. So basically,
Yeah, same thing.
you
It's
remote
simple.
it.
Just download the app, run Steam on your PC. It's just that simple.
Yeah, but like, okay,
you're
let's
right.
say I get the old Metros right on Steam. Will that should be 60 frames on my stream, or what's going on?
Yeah. It can do up to.
No, I'm talking about outside of the house. I'm doing it. I did
Yeah.
it like down. I did it like 2.5 miles away, and I was playing Borderlands, and I think my FPS was around 40 frames. So it was good.
It depends on your as long as you got.
It depends on your connection, like everything else.
Yeah, my upload speed ain't good enough to do it outside of the house, but like in the house, no problems. Like I got the little thing that you clip onto your phone and on the controller.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about just buying it, depending how it works.
Yeah, I got one. I got one for you, bro.
You get 3 of them for like $10 on Amazon.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, fuck it.
Oh, you got to send me that link, motherfucker.
Gotcha.
Well, no, like his is like just a little attachment you put on your controller, and then you put the phone on top of it.
Oh no! I'm talking about an actual controller that's real thin,
exactly.
That's retractable, that ain't that big bulky shit. You got to have a fanny pack for it. No, you just put it around your phone with its case on. You know, it's the shit.
Oh shit! Nah, I ain't got nothing like that. If you got a link for that, let me know.
I sure will.
Right. I got Halo Wars. The first one, download them, bro. If you wanna.
Yeah, the first one was fun. I like that. All I did was just do 2v2s all day.
You got. Is it 4 player?
Do you think Microsoft games might make a little bit of a comeback because of Steam? And I feel like people want to play some of these games, but now that it's on Steam, they actually will download it. Like Halo Wars 2 is a perfect example. That game launched around the same time they released Halo Wars 1 again for the PC, but the Steam version of Halo Wars 1 significantly outdid Halo Wars 2. Why? Because it was on Steam.
Yeah.
Instant community.
Yeah. I think it's going to help them.
Like Halo Infinite, that's going to be Steam day one.
Yeah.
Same thing.
They're going to have a lot of traction. They're going to have a lot of players, man.
Listen. I mean, I know the Xbox hardcore fans are like down on Xbox, but the PC fans are loving Xbox right now.
Oh yeah, that's what they want.
I told you, I am perfectly fine with Xbox's current direction and trajectory.
Now, me too. Shit. I might not. Real talk. I might not even get the Scarlett just because, like for real.
I'm getting it. Well, you know, I ain't no PC guy.
You could play a controller on your PC, bruh.
For real.
Oh, shit, I ain't about to get killed by guys with mouse and keyboard.
Like I'm playing Metro Exodus.
Way bro, I want my Steam open up
right now and getting Xbox achievements. Playing through the game.
Achievements over trophies.
Well, let me see. Does it show you on? Does it show me on PC? Hold on, let me see.
Both are useless. Just wanted to put that out.
Hey, have y'all tried the new game bar? The new
you know what's worse? The fucking Steam achievements. That shit the worst, though.
But at least Steam achievements give you stuff that I can sell.
Oh, cards and shit. I don't give a fuck
people buy that shit.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Steam achievements give me something I can sell.
People actually buy that? I didn't never knew this. I just see it. I exit out that shit.
Hey, people buy them shits.
They bugging.
Hey, so at least Steam is useful because people are willing to pay for stupid shit.
That's dumb, bro.
Xbox achievements and trophies don't do a goddamn thing.
Hold on. Here goes an interesting article I'm looking at. It says Yoshida's annual pay fell 10% based upon his performance bonus. So he actually got a bonus in his base pay, but his performance bonus that goes against, I guess, however they do on the market fell. Oh shit! That's why all that PSX and all that shit was canceled. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Y'all ain't even talk about Xbox and Microsoft being in the top 100 and not Nintendo and Sony. What's up with that though, Snow Bunny?
That's hilarious.
And what?
Did you know that? I'm just saying, like, according to I forgot what article.
That's just fine. Bunny gonna come back and say we won the last MPD, won the last MPD.
I was about to ask about that.
Besides that, I don't give a shit about them numbers. They give me games I want.
I was just asking a question. She got a fucking what's the fucking knuckles out and shit.
Let's put it this way. I don't care about power.
Knuckles in the back of my head and shit. Like, damn, I just asked a question.
I don't give a see. That's the thing. I don't care about the power. I don't care about what numbers they make it. I don't care if they're not selling that well. The thing is they're giving me the games I want. I don't worry about all that. I mean, that's the thing. I'm up here worried, looking at my wallet, worried about all the 6 games I'm buying this year alone, and they coming out with more. I don't have time to worry about what articles are not making the top 100.
You.
I hear the boy, like, damn.
I have one question. Like for real, trying to figure out why maybe they crunched the numbers wrong or something, because they got to be more popular than Xbox. That's all I said.
I mean, they're saying no, but the thing is you're saying Xbox, and you got to remember Xbox is part of Microsoft.
No, Microsoft is number 3. Xbox is like 47 or some shit.
Oh, I don't know. Don't care.
Nobody look right tonight, man.
Oh shit!
Well, let me ask a Sony dude. Hey, MF2K. Why is Sony not in the top 100?
Hey, I'm a PC guy. I'm still signing my PC contract with NAS.
There you go.
I'm the Ronin, but I have no word. I'm like Ninja Scroll. I just roll, eating my rice cakes, man. I don't have no.
But then another thing you have to look at, Microsoft and Xbox has their Game Pass. They have this, they have that. Nintendo don't have all that. We just got games.
Damn.
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 And I'm not saying that to be nasty. I'm not saying that to be nasty, but what I'm saying is a lot of the services that Xbox has, Nintendo doesn't have. So when you're getting money pumped in every month by the revenue from like Game Pass or Xbox Live, Nintendo isn't having that revenue.
True, but you know what would be dope though? If they had Nintendo games on Game Pass, bruh, that'd be trifecta.
Now Nintendo ain't gonna never do nothing like that.
It might be the other way around.
That would be dope though. Either way, I just want
hey, it could be the other way around. Real shit.
You know how Nintendo is. Nintendo is stingy.
Yeah, nobody's saying you're gonna stop coming for her, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Hey, MC, she ain't bullshitting tonight, man.
All I'm doing is legitimately asking a question. I'm getting beat up.
You gonna stop coming for her, right?
We still love you. I still love you, FC. I mean,
all us know, buddy.
FC already said he's getting a Switch. I was floored by that myself. I was like, you doing
definitely getting it.
Hey, you know what? Last
week, September.
Last week, Bundy, you and Metaphorical, y'all had me thinking about the Switch, and now I came to my senses to say, "Fuck that dog shit Switch." That's what I came.
But expecting you to say that you were going to get a Switch. When you were sitting there saying, "I'm thinking about it," I was like, "Has this dude had an aneurysm or some shit?"
Nah. I'm just talking shit. I'm talking shit.
Hey, but your highest video is that Switch video, bro. So you might, it might be a good thing.
My highest video talking shit about the Switch. The people were, I got so many dislikes on that video.
I think I started watching you around that time because I was looking at videos and stuff about the Switch because I hadn't bought my Switch yet.
Oh yeah,
and I was there looking at videos and stuff. And they're like, "Damn, this dude really
had about 30 subscribers too." It was like I was like, Switch, I got 15,000 views of that. So I was like, what? I haven't come nowhere close to that shit again.
And then, like I said, but everybody at that time when you put out that video, everybody was dogging the damn Switch.
Yeah, until that shit started selling like crazy. All right, y'all. It's about that time. Y'all got anything else?
No, I don't. We don't want you to get beat to the white meat, Griggity. So we could close.
Oh Lord,
off for work tomorrow.
Yeah. Are you off for work?
Yeah, I'm off for work tomorrow.
Oh shit! You can get on this Fallout 76 bandwagon. We'll send you a copy.
Why would somebody do that?
me, you and Noah.
Why would somebody do that, Moss?
I thought you was cool with that, man.
Me, you and Noah. Moss, I didn't ask you though. That like a battle royale mode that dropped yet?
I didn't try it yet.
Oh,
I'm not a battle royale person, so I don't know.
It's like I only like battle royals. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bunny. I'm sorry.
I was asking, have they put the non-player NPCs in there yet? The human
not
NPCs
yet. They're coming. They're coming later this year, so everybody can stop whining and they can put down their Similac. Yeah, the NPCs and their conversation trees are coming. So
hey man, we're about to get out of here, but let me ask you this though, Moss. Me and FC, we still Xbox guys. Why are you still a Fallout 76 guy?
Because I like Fallout 76.
Exactly.
Because I don't care about the shit that y'all like. I don't care about what y'all like. And Fallout 76 has millions. Hey, look, it's the same thing with every generation.
Don't give us no fake ass numbers.
It's going to be the same thing with every iteration. We hate Fallout 76. It's too buggy. Then a year later, it's the greatest thing ever. The next iteration is stupid.
Negative.
So we'll see.
Always going to say Fallout 76 too damn buggy. I keep my same energy. Y'all know this. I don't switch up shit.
Nas, we got a restraining order on you in a class action lawsuit.
Yeah.
So don't.
No. Madison is still playing fucking Destiny 2. Fuck nigga.
My boy Rulio. Hold on, man. Like my boy Rulio, man. You still like fuck. I can't even say this shit. Fallout 76, bro. Nah, Rulio was a guy I actually know personally and shit. You still like that shit, man? I'm kind of busy. You let me down.
Hey, look, everybody ain't brave like your boy MM2K. It has a following like ESO, and give it a couple years. Everybody will be praising it again.
Both trash games, bro. You mentioned both trash games.
Ooh, he said ESO is trash.
Brave is it not a term I would use for you right now? Not
the
brave.
Mortar.
Brave is not the word.
I'm fighting for the people.
Brave still ain't the word. So
this man DRM talking about the gospel about Xbox and Phil Spencer this, Phil Spencer that. But meanwhile, this nigga's going through the floor in 76. Man, fuck out of here.
I'll be honest with you guys. I was looking at Fallout 76. I was like, oh, a multi online multiplayer. And then they were talking about there's gonna be no NPCs. I said, what's the point of online multiplayer if there's no NPCs? Of the MMO.
See, the way the account's set up is
Oh, you gotta wipe it on your jeans. Stop it, man. Stop. Hey man, close out the goddamn show. We're not gonna do this. We are not gonna do this tonight.
Even Minecraft got NPCs. Fuck nigga.
You know what? No, you know what? What's the wrap it up button? What is the wrap it up button? Fuck this. Y'all ain't gonna do this, man. Bethesda paid me too well for me to deal with this shit.
Hey y'all, touch shit. Man, give it to his ass, man. He be talking shit.
M2K had the Bethesda conference on repeat and shit.
What y'all don't know, little known fact, Moss was the dude yelling, yes!
They recorded all the fucking crowd chants and shit through MM2K's channel.
Shit.
All right, y'all. You might get out of here, man. Hey, boss. Hey, man, they fucking with you about that, man.
That's horrible, man. That's horrible,
hey,
man.
I ain't got no nooks, but I ain't got nothing to do with this, man. That's them. That's them. My homie, bro. You're my homie. All right, we're about to get out of here. Noah, man, what you doing, man? Besides playing Sea of Thieves and shit.
And I've been on Metro, but I'm gonna jump on this Fallout 76 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good luck with that. Good luck with that.
Hey, that's the same sound clip.
Right, I know.
Make sure you take yourself your ass from no.
He said, "Don't come back on my motherfucking channel."
Man, so what's up with you, man? You ain't did no video in a minute.
I'm gonna do a live tomorrow. No, Friday. I'm gonna do a live Friday. I think I'm gonna bring back Mr. Parker as a dumbass, and we got another show that's we're gonna get popping.
Yep.
I'm making a whole bunch of intros and outros and YouTube banners and for a whole bunch of stuff we got in the works.
Okay.
So stay tuned. Also, I'm gonna try to put up an actual video. It's gonna be about how much Xbox sucked. And
you better get a million views and shit.
It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be about how much Xbox E3 sucked. It's called The Good, the Bad, and the Xbox. The story of E3. I'm gonna try to put it up. Hopefully YouTube don't fuck me, but we'll see because they haven't been friendly to me over the past few months, so we'll see. But that's gonna go up on Monday. That'll go up on Monday.
Hey, man, you keep on bazzing that spot, man. Yo,
apparently Phil got the hit squad out on my channel, bro.
FC, brother, it was a pleasure being on your podcast
bro.
last week. Well, like a couple days ago. But what's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. For if y'all ain't see it, man, Dirt did his thing, man. You know, he was actually on a show where he wasn't getting beat up on. You know what I mean?
I was trash at the end, man.
He actually got a chance to speak.
I wasn't ready for that at the end, though, man.
Oh yeah, that's versus, dog. I mean, you definitely didn't hold your own, but it's all good, man. All love.
I was trash. Hey, I'm not much of a debater, bro.
I mean, he choked on the debate section.
Yeah,
that man holistically said you ain't shit. To your face, though.
Myself first. I was trash on that shit.
To your face, though. He said it out loud to your face.
No. Dirt did his thing, man. Definitely check it out, man. It was a Vitamin G Gaming podcast all Mondays. My first video since my layover, man. I'm gonna do a Sony video, bro. I'm gonna surprise some people.
Oh shit! All right,
it's gonna come off disingenuine because you bleed green.
Nah, nigga. I signed that PC contract like 5 years ago.
You still bleed green though. No.
You right.
Get your PlayStation VR, bro.
Nah, fuck VR, man.
Green. It'll be money for me. I can get some cash, cut myself, bleeding green. There we go.
There you go. Shit. Neethles. Man, Neethles did a video, y'all. E3.
Yes.
Yeah, that dude was so depressed, bro. I almost called the cops on him, man. Just to do a welfare check.
I want to give you the backstory on that shit. So Z went 0 Dark 30. I'm like, hey, Z, all right? Because when he goes 0 Dark 30, it's never good. Then he called me at like 3 a.m, like, you goat mouthing motherfucker. Stop going my DMs, confessing your sins about this E3. Make a goddamn video. So I went ahead and got on that, and that's why I made that video. But I am doing also a Halo breakdown because Halo looks godly. I don't care what Matt says. And then I'm going to talk about the power native of Dirt because I got to be honest, I don't give a fuck which console is more powerful. I don't care if the PS5 is more powerful or the Scarlett. What matters is what games do they make with that damn power.
Yeah. And to be honest, man, I think Halo Infinite dropping with Scarlett is big. Now, there's a little leak going around about The Last of Us 2 and all them games dropping at once. I don't know about that, but that would be big too if that was true.
Well, all in the spring? That's going to be a crazy-ass spring, bro.
Yeah. Snow Bunny.
Yes.
Are you on King Thrash podcast this week?
I was on there yesterday. He has it twice a week, actually.
How many times did he say my nigga?
Oh my God. Sometimes, like, I was on there Friday and the discussion just went way south, so I started playing Revelations on my Switch.
Was he talking about eating butt cracks again?
Shit. You don't eat. Can we not bring up that discussion?
Hold on,
I'm just saying I was on the show too. That's how I know.
What?
Let's not
talking about eating buttholes and shit. Pause.
Let's not even bring up that whole discussion because it's still going on. We had a discussion last night. I'm just sitting here like, let's not go into that.
Yo, shout out to King Thrash, nasty ass nigga.
Actually, he was tame compared to some of them.
Oh, dang.
Hell no. All right, last but not least, the man, the legend, the myth.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, look, here's the deal. Big ups to everybody on the panel. This is Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network. Please check out my brethren, the Broadband Bullies, Noah, Neethles, my man, the Real Maslin. Well, my homie, excuse me, pause, the Real Maslin, okay? And then check out my PNTS Network peoples, you know what I'm saying? Snow Buddy, FC Violent, my man, Dirt Griggity, you know what I'm saying? And Neethles sometimes as well, too, when he ain't making pieces from scratch, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Go to the PNTSnetwork.com. Please support everybody out there. There's a link to Scrampunks. There's a link to Vitamin G podcast, a link to the Patreon. Just support these people, man. They're doing fantastic work. And me and Noah will be playing Fallout 76. So tell your kids, tell your wife. All right.
Fallout. All right, be out of here, man. I appreciate everybody listening to chat. I appreciate Rulio44, Mr. Righteous Fist, Mr. Kima. Is it Kima? Kima. Thank y'all for tuning in. There's a lot of people in here. Philosopher Doom. Phase 114. It's a lot of y'all. Shout out to all y'all for joining and watching us bash Xbox. Oh man. All right, y'all. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.
Be easy.